Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. So today's video we're doing a care video, which I feel like I haven't done in a long time. Anyway, so today's video we are going to be talking about why you shouldn't be bringing your hamster outside. I feel like this isn't a very talked about topic, I guess, and honestly I haven't seen that many people take their hamsters outside, but I want to today talk about why you really shouldn't bring your hamster outside. So first I want to just address the elephant in the room. I have brought a hamster outside. My first hamster, Avery, I brought her outside a handful of times, and I want to just like say that because I definitely think it's an excuse that I was young and I didn't understand. Obviously, nothing bad happened to her outside, but I'm going to be going over topics that what could go wrong if you brought your hamster outside and why it's not necessarily right. And I would bring Avery out to take pictures. I would not do it for any other reason. It was always just to take pictures of her. It was never just for her to play outside, because we will get to that. That would be very, I just feel like even as a young kid, that's not an excuse, but I'm gonna use the excuse. I was young. I didn't really, never in my mind did any of these like go through my head. Maybe one went through my head and I was like, I'm protecting her, so it's fine. But anyway, all right, so today we're going to be going over there. I just wanted to kind of address that if anyone, has seen my past pictures of Avery outside. Now, let me just say, those photos were really good, and actually my little picture that's up in my room, which I'll actually show you guys. My picture for Avery in my room, she has this, that was on her cage. It's actually a picture of her outside. She wasn't actually outside, she was just on my balcony and I took a picture of her, but I was a big fan of all the pictures I took of her outside. But anyway, let's get into the video. It's probably going to be a little bit shorter of a video, but I wanted to talk about the topic. Number one is they could run away. The reason why I only took out Avery outside, I never took out any of my other hamsters, and I've owned 6 hamsters, is all my other hamsters were not tamed. As Avery was. Avery didn't really run away. It was very easy to control her, I guess you could say. If I took out, like, say, Elliot, which was my robo hamster, I would probably lose him. He could have ran away. That's why I don't also recommend bringing your mice outside. Yeah, so they possibly could run away, which obviously I don't know how likely this is, but it is something you have to keep in mind. So it's a good thing to keep in your mind that they could run away. Again, don't know really how realistic that is, but it is definitely possible. Next is they could eat something. Hamsters, any animal, as soon as they see something, they're going to put it in their mouth, because that is a very high, one of their senses. Obviously, they're going to put everything in their mouth because they really can't, like, feel it with it. If they smell something, they're going to eat something. And as you might be able to tell, that could be very, very, very bad for your hamster. One, for grasses, some people put pesticides? I don't think that's the right word. I don't know if that is. Pesticides, not pesticides. Oh my god. But people use grass stuff. People put shake stuff in their yard to keep away rodents. They put ant poison, they put mole poison, they put a bunch of different poisonous stuff in your grass, or maybe they don't, but still they could eat something outside that could be harmful for them, and that could be awful. They also could pouch something like a rock, a pine cone, things that just like really shouldn't be in their mouth, not like a huge deal, but shouldn't be in their pouch. That's something that is very unpreventable. The running away, like, you can run up fast and go and grab them. Running away, you can kind of prevent that, only hold them, don't let them go in the grass. But when this, as well, just don't put them outside, but that's something that happens very fast, and you can't just, like, take them and, like, claw open their mouth. Like, I don't think I could ever do that. So it's a very unpreventable thing that happens so fast you don't even know they're going to do it. Next is predators. As you might be aware, hamsters are a very easy prey. Hamsters are a very small, a lot of different predators like hamsters, like mice, like moles, like chipmunks, all those different types of things. And again, it's a very fast process that could happen in a blink of a second, that you don't even know is going to happen. You know, you'd be aware, but it's a very fast process that could happen, and that, oh my god, but it's something fast that could happen and would be absolutely awful. And so that's another big one, because hamsters are a very easy target for a lot of predators. You know, birds, possibly cats, any other animal. I mean, obviously you're there with it, so very unlikely, but a bird could come and fast and get them. And again, with like just bringing your hamster out of your room in general, you know, if you have cats and dogs, that could be very, very unsafe for it. And also it feeling unsafe because it's in a new environment and it doesn't necessarily know where it is. It's so used to either maybe your room or its cage that maybe your hand might scare it a few times because you are technically a predator to it, but in a new open space where it literally could be a target to predators is so unsafe for it. Next is stressful. It's probably a very stressful experience for hamsters, and this is one part that I feel very guilty of for Avery. Not that I don't think that she was ever like extreme stressed out, but also I don't know, and that's such a very unwelcoming feeling. Like I said in the last thing, it's a very new environment that this might be the first time, this might be the second time, and they still don't recognize those smells or recognize the new area. And on top of all those other different things you don't want them to get used to outside, so it's a very stressful experience for them every single time, which you don't want to put your hamster in stress. And another reason why that is it's an open space. It's a new space that they haven't smelt before, and it's an open space where in their head they're probably going to be thinking, where's the predators? Also bugs. I feel like that's another thing that I don't know again how likely it is, but it's another like fast thing that you're probably not going to even recognize if they eat a bug or if bugs go onto them. I don't know how likely that is, but it's still a thing to think about. Overall, I don't think it's a good idea. I do think that you can take your hamster out on, say, a balcony or a porch. If you were only holding them, I think that could be an okay experience, but I still think that it could be kind of stressful for the hamster. Avery did go outside and I did take a lot of pictures of her, but again, I feel guilty for it. But also there was plenty of times where I was holding her and it was just like, you know, a snap picture type of experience. But there was plenty of times. It was a very frequent background that I would use for pictures because I was obsessed with, one, taking pictures. I love taking pictures of animals. I love photography. Two, it was a very pretty background and it was a very accessible background. I didn't have to set anything up. I personally would never bring out another animal outside unless it was just holding them on my balcony where there is a cover so no predators can look over and see that I'm holding a little food. All right, so that is the video. I'm sorry that it was kind of short, but I think that bringing your hamster outside is not the smartest and the brightest idea. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.